After the 2 days, he left for Galilee. Now Jesus himself had pointed out that a prophet has no honor in his own country. When he arrived in Galilee, the Galileans welcomed him. They had seen all that he had done in Jerusalem at the Passover festival, for they also had been there. Once more he visited Cana in Galilee, where he had turned the water into wine. And there was a certain royal official whose son lay sick at Capernaum. When this man heard that Jesus had arrived in Galilee from Judea, he went to him and begged him to come and heal his son, who was close to death. "Unless you people see signs and wonders," Jesus told him, "you will never believe." The royal official said, "Sir, come down before my child dies." "Go," Jesus replied, "your son will live." The man took Jesus at his word and departed. While he was still on the way, his servants met him with the news that his boy was living. When he inquired as to the time when his son got better, they said to him, "Yesterday at 1 in the afternoon, the fever left him." Then the father realized that this was the exact time at which Jesus had said to him, "Your son will live." And so he and his whole household believed. This was the second sign Jesus performed after coming from Judea to Galilee. We live in a world that strives to bring healings to all kinds of sicknesses. Those who are dedicated to the advancement of the medical sciences have worked so hard to discover new cures and new treatments to alleviate the sufferings of many people. We simply ought to be grateful for them. Those who are fortunate enough now can live longer and healthier, and we hoped happier. Yet many are still suffering. No one has escaped the pain of death. While the world seems to be so devastated by the COVID-19 pandemic that has now taken the lives of 2.6 million people, we forget that in 2019 alone there were 16.5 million deaths caused by stroke and heart diseases alone. Neonatal deaths, there are babies within 28 days from birth, were at staggering 3 million. A combine of over 15 million deaths were caused by lung disease and cancers, diabetes, Alzheimer, diarrhea, and kidney diseases. It makes us wonder, when are we going to be totally free of these sufferings, these sicknesses that seem to plague humanity, that stop us from living happily without ever being deprived of health challenges? If we are bold enough, we may ask, is there a cure to death? Medical sciences rely on physical, biological, chemical, and psychological treatments and cure. Healthy living is now understood as an integrated reality. We begin to realize that in order to gain long-lasting health, we need to embrace the reality of living as a whole. What we eat, what we breathe, what we see and what we hear or say, that is the relational side of living, are all important factors that contribute to our health as a whole. What about the state of our belief? These two, I believe, plays a major part in our quest for health. What we believe determines how healthy our soul is, and at the end of the day, all are integrated in the makeup of the wellness of our being, not just our physical health. This is what the royal official showed us today. He believed in the word of Jesus, and his son was healed instantly. Friends, we may not see this kind of miraculous healing every day, but we may learn two things. Firstly, if we believe in Jesus, we will see healings to our wounded soul. We will not perish, but have eternal life. Secondly, the words that we say to others may either bring healing or cause injuries. Our word ought not be a powerful poison, but a wonderful cure that brings healing to others. Let us believe in Jesus and let our word be a witness of the presence of Jesus in our lives. Jesus is the Word made flesh. Jesus is the Word that heals our flesh from any diseases. Jesus is the Word that heals us from death and eternal damnation. Jesus is the Word that leads us to eternal life.